aha, I'm not going to allow that status because of the way that taxpayer responded to that question. I had an IRS examiner who was being very forceful about wanting to interview a taxpayer with respect to her position that she was a real estate professional. A real estate professional status allows normal individual taxpayers to potentially take very large losses against ordinary income on your tax return. But it's a very technical status that requires a lot of elements to be met. And we had provided a lot of information to the examiner as the taxpayer representative, all the information that had been requested, all the documents that had been requested, we provided all that to the examiner. The examiner was being very forceful, trying to compel our clients to sit for an interview. We pushed back on that interview request to the point where it was eventually dropped. Why did we push back on it? Well, an interview with very technical requirements gives a lot of opportunity for a taxpayer to not understand what is being asked or provide inadvertent erroneous information that would have potentially given the examiner an avenue to say, aha, I'm not going to allow that status because of the way that taxpayer responded to that question. Pushing back on the request for an interview repeatedly, it ultimately wound up the IRS was able to accept the return as filed without adjustment on that issue, which was critical, saving the taxpayer over $100,000 in that case by keeping the status, which was valid, but protecting our taxpayer rights by saying, you don't have to sit for an interview. We're able to do that as a representative.